Okay. All right, Al. This book is called All About Honeybees. And in this book, you're going to learn about the different things that honeybees can do.
Okay.
So let's look at it quickly. So on this page, it's talking about how they're in the garden and how hard they have to work in the garden. Do you know what it is that they get from flowers, that sweet stuff inside? Do you know what that's called?
Pollen.
You know, it's called nectar. Can you say nectar?
Nectar.
Yeah. They carry the nectar from the flowers to their homes, and then they take it to their hives. See their little combs here?
Yes.
They're little cells.
For the honey.
Yeah. Here's the word cells. Is it surprising that it starts with a C?
Yes.
Yeah. And then they get some honey, and it dries out. Okay? So we're going to go back to the beginning, and you're going to read all about honeybees.
Okay. In the garden, the flowers bloom on the warm summer day. You can hear the sound of bees buzz, buzz, buzz. Little honeybees fly around the flowers. These bees are working. Something sweet inside the flowers. It is called nectar. The bees work the bees.
So you saw the part in that says work. What's that other word pattern in it? So here was work. And what does ER say? Can you put those two parts together? What did you know that this part said?
Work.
Work. So now say it fast.
Worker.
Good. Keep going.
The worker bees sip the nectar from the flowers. Then they carry the nectar home. In the hive. A bee's home is called a hive. Many, many bees live in a hive. The inside of the hive looks like a lot of little bees. Looks like a lot of little boxes. The boxes are called cellars. The bees put the nectar into the little cellars. Then lots of bees flap up their wings very fast. This dries out the nectar and turns into honey. Honey is food for bees, but other animals like honey too. This bear wants to take honey from the hive. The bees sting the bear. To save their hive.
You try.
Bee.
Beekeepers.
Beekeepers. Trying to think what this word is.
Do you have a strategy you can do if you're stuck on a word? What can you try?
People like honey too. Beekeepers keep bees in hives like these. The bees bring nectar to the hive. Beekeepers take honey from the hives. They cover up so the bees can't sting them. Then the beekeepers put the honey into bottles and jars. It is a sweet and sticky treat.
Nice job reading, kiddo. Let's talk about this book.
Okay.
What did you learn about honeybees?
That they collect nectar and bring it to their home, and then it gets all sticky, and it turns into honey.
Honey, yum. How do the bees make the honey?
They go to the flowers and get nectar,
Yep.
and then they bring it back to the hive and then put it in those little boxes.
Yep.
And then they have to flap their wings to dry off the nectar, and then it's sticky and a sweet treat.
It is. What did you learn about beekeepers?
That the beekeepers collect bees and then they cover themselves so they can't get stung by the bees.
Yeah.
And the beekeepers put the honey in jars and bottles.
Yeah.
And then it gets sold to shops.
Delicious. Does this story remind you of anything else you know about bees?
I know that they sting sting.
How do you know they sting?
They sting if you're gonna try to break their home.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Why do you think bees are important to people?
Because maybe people really, really, really need honey.
Maybe. Why do you think that flowers are important to bees?
Because bees like to help people by making honey,
But why do bees need flowers?
so they can grab the nectar
Yep.
and then bring it to their home.
Yep.
And then beekeepers collect the bees, and then there's honey for the
Yeah.
beekeepers, and the beekeepers can sell it to people.
You got it, girl. Why do you think that bees need their wings? Why do they have to have wings?
So they can fly to far flowers.
Yep.
And fly to the hive and dry up the nectar.
Yes, exactly. Okay, kiddo, I want to show you something that you did when you were reading that was awesome. When you got to this word, you said, Mom, what's that word? And I said, is there a strategy you can try? And you know what you did? You took your hand and you covered up part of the word and you found the word bee. And then covered up the rest. And this part was a little bit trickier, but that strategy is a good strategy to try. So now let's look at this word together. I see
Birds.
E-ers. What word pattern do you see there?
2 E.
What does E-E say?
E.
Yep. What's another word pattern you see?
E-R.
E-R. What does E-R say?
Er.
Very good. So that would be keep-ers. Good. Let's go back to page 6 and try it on that other word that was a little bit tricky in this one. You got a little stuck here. You can cover it up, and what's that part?
Work.
And now what's that part? So what's the word?
Worker bees.
Good, so when you get stuck on long words, use those cute little fingers that God gave you and cover up the parts and read one part at a time. Deal?
Deal.
Nice reading, kid.